Hello, 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 everybody. This is your commentator, Crazy 8 the Ace. Uh, Hopefully we will see a great race between Epiphany and ElectricMiles. But first I do need to start a countdown, so. So they should be starting in a moment. I believe, so Epiphany is running on English and ElectricMiles is running on Japanese. And they're off. All right. And pretty synced actually. So we are gonna see a slight time difference in oh, ElectricMiles went through the right door. It's already over, boys. Epiphany's winning. That's it. So so what we're gonna see here is ElectricMiles is going to save for at least 35 seconds with the Japanese version, or most really, because the text is shorter on the Japanese version. And there are 2 exclusive tech skips, who I will get to later in the race. However, funny enough, in Area 1, which is the first area that they're in right now, English is faster than Japanese. Because somehow, for some reason, the English text is shorter for the text box that they have to go through during this area, during basically the first 3 rooms of the game. Alright, so we see Epiphany with a slight lead. That about a second lead. That's because ElectricMiles did go through the right door. If you have a double door in this game, the going through the left door is much faster than the right door, because simply just because of the animation that Luigi does. If you go through the right door, he has to pull it out, back up, and then go in. If it's the left door, he just has to push it open. Oh wow, Epiphany actually almost got a really wide double there. Unfortunately, he missed it. Might have been a little too wide. Yeah, so this room is just notorious for being it's talked about being the hardest room in Area 1, just because those doubles are hard, and the second hardest is probably wardrobe. Oh, no, Epiphany does miss a wardrobe double. These doubles can be set up by pushing the green ghost into the orange ghost, and for some reason, the green trash can ghosts, they lack a hurt box, as we call it. It's really just a hit box of running into them, so you can just push them instead of getting damaged, which is really nice, and we do use that to manipulate doubles in the game. So Miles is in the lead right now. Unfortunately, Epiphany lost some time from the missed doubles in anteroom and the one in wardrobe. Oh my. We are getting some 1080p Ultra HD coverage from ElectricMiles right now. I think he might have unlocked cursed mode in Luigi's Mansion. If I must say, it could be a very clean splice, but I don't know. So yeah, we saw on Epiphany screen that he just went through Neville. That's the first of a series about, I believe, 14 portrait ghosts that they're going to capture. There are 5 optional ones with a total of 19 total in the game, and they all have a gimmick to get them to show their hearts. Alright, I'm going to switch to Miles's audio since there's a wide enough gap in area 1. There we go. Chauncey here, this is the little baby. We're gonna suck up a ghost baby. As cruel as that sounds, he's really mean. He's kind of a brat, so he might deserve it. I don't know. But yeah, he's the first area boss, and so far he's actually the only boss in this game that we can't one cycle. There used to be only 2, that being Chauncey and King Boo. However, a few months ago, I believe I want to say December, a King Boo one cycle was discovered. And it's not as much of a one cycle as it is a manipulation of starting the second cycle during the first cycle. But that was found by the one and only Red Mountain, and then it was refined over the months into something that's a little bit more consistent. And in some categories is required to actually get a world record or even contend with it. Alright, so Chauncey here, you have to shoot these, I guess, play balls at him. And what we do is we set up instant catches. So as you saw, Miles and Epiphany, they caught Chauncey's balls very cleanly, actually. And they did that in midair to save seconds. It really, if you miss them, the time loss is really relative to how the ball bounces. Sometimes it'll stop all the way in the back. Sometimes it'll bounce up to the front, and you can catch it. You can grab hold of it a little faster. And the second ball catch, as you saw with Miles, it requires invincibility frames if you want to do it instantly. Let's see if Epiphany gets it. He doesn't, unfortunately. And it's funny, the way you do the first one, actually, the first ball catch, does affect how you do the second ball catch. It will affect its spawn, but not too much in the way that it will disrupt it. It will just be maybe a little bit slower for animation time. But those ball catches are incredibly needed, are really needed in this game. And in Area 1 in general. The ball catches can lose you, if you lose both, upwards to 20 seconds. And if you're going for world record, that is crucial. 20 seconds is a lot. Alright, so after every area, we get Egad to tell us his sad life story, I believe. I don't know, I can't read Japanese. Of course we don't care about it, so we just use it as a donation break. Oh, let's see here. Oh wait, no, he's talking about turning ghosts into paintings, I think. Oh, okay. I guess he doesn't tell us his sad life story. Never mind. He might save that for other texts in the game, which I might have to get to later. It depends on whether they'll get the infinite text skip of Egad never calling us. More on that later. Alright, so Area 2. One of the more RNG infested areas. So Area 1, completely skill based. Area 2, kinda dependent on RNG. Although most of the time RNG won't matter, as some people say, if you just play well. Sometimes it does matter, because sometimes the RNG in this game can really mess you up and just lose you a lot of time for no reason. Case in point coming up very soon, actually. Alright, as you saw with Miles and with Epiphany, they got grabbed by these grabber ghosts. And we just, to get them off us, we just shake the control stick or C stick. But what we like to do is we like to let one grab us, and then we shake them off in the direction of the other one to set up a nice, pretty clean double. And as you're seeing here with Miles, actually, we're seeing more doubles in Ballroom. And we get these very notoriously difficult Shy Guy doubles. Ooh, Miles almost missed that, but he still got it. Ooh, Epiphany got really fast first double. He almost got hit by that orange guy, but damn, that was nice. Alright. Great case in point here for RNG, just messing you up. Miles did not get something called early release. So these ghosts, these portrait ghosts, they'll show their hearts at 2 points. One is 10 seconds early, the other one is 10 seconds late. Epiphany also did not get it, so there's no unfair advantage in RNG just yet. But yeah, this is all RNG dependent. And really, if you don't get it, it's just the game punishing you for doing absolutely nothing, for no good reason. If the game has a bad day, then it's going to try to get you to have a bad day too. And we see the first instance of a poisoned mushroom, another RNG related item in this game, from ElectricMiles, and it totally messed up what's called poster skip. And some people call it early poster because that's kind of what it is, but the general name is poster skip. It's where there's a poster on the other side of the room that you can suck up through the wall while you're fighting these ghosts. I believe Epiphany also got it, and he got it during the time frame that we usually get it. Unfortunately, ooh, that was actually a nice double. Actually, I don't know how fast it was. It might have been a little slower than normal, but it still was pretty wide. So that still saved some time. He saved some time off of ElectricMiles actually from that. But I digress. The poison mushroom messed up poster skip for ElectricMiles because it bounced around in that area he needed to be in order to set it up. So he had to wait one cycle in order to go and get it, which is unfortunate. However, it's not the end of the world. We can improvise pretty well, and he did that pretty well as well. As he just had to get a slightly slower double in storage. Alright, so in storage, we released a bunch of boos into the mansion. And for some reason we did that. We just cursed ourselves with bad RNG for the rest of the run. Very sad. Run's basically over now. Run's dead, boys. Run's dead. But the boos are completely RNG. Another great instance of RNG is right here in Parlor Room. So we have to catch 5 boos in order to progress with the game right now. But in Parlor Room, we can actually set up a tech skip, and Miles gets it pretty nice and cleanly actually. Ooh, Epiphany does have a lump in the table. Alright, so every time we catch a boo, Egad comes up and calls us and talks about his sad life. What we like to do, however, is skip the text whenever we can, because of course we're bad listeners. And the first, oh, Miles is getting really bad RNG with these mushrooms. And Parlor Room is a very important text skip that is RNG based. Because the first boo that we catch gives the longest text in the game. Oh, Epiphany almost lost Anteroom boo, but thankfully he didn't. That would have been really sad. I would have been really sad, honestly, for him. So the way we set up text skips, there's a number of ways. There are 2 Japanese exclusives, and then the ones that we are able to get in any version. And that is pulling off a cloth and sucking it up after we suck up the boo. Because the way that this game works is it reads the last thing you sucked up. So if you sucked up a boo and that was the last thing, it then triggers the animation and then EGAD calling us. Instead, what we do is we pull off a cloth and get ready to suck it up. We suck up the boo and then the cloth, and the game reads the cloth as the last thing we sucked up, and therefore it skips the animation and text, which is very nice, and we use it a couple times throughout the run. So be on the lookout for that. Alright, so they both caught the 5 boos that they need. Well, not Epiphany yet. He has 1 more boo. But Miles got the last boo that he needed, and now he's going to grab a key. And there are 2 types of LM runners. Those who knock and those who vacuum. Is Miles a knocker? He is a vacuumer. Very nice. So there's a running joke in the community where do you knock on the toilet or do you vacuum the toilet? And there's really no difference. Knocking on it is about 0.1 seconds slower. and so it's not really a big deal. It's just whichever you prefer. I personally prefer the vacuum because I don't want to talk to Toad. There have been times where if you try to knock on it, you do talk to Toad. Epiphany does knock on the toilet. Kudos to him. He has the guts to face Toad in the face and just tell him, no, I'm not talking to you. I don't care. And then just leave. So kudos to him. Alright, so Miles is in Mirror Room. And so the gimmick here is that you can only see the ghosts in the reflection. But of course we ignore that and just know where they spawn and just set up, you know, some grabber doubles. Miles did a very nice job here. But what we'll also see here is a first save and quit, or save and reset. So what we do is we catch the boo, and then we step onto the medallion and collect it. That'll skip a huge chunk of text, probably the longest in the game, if not one of the longest. And then what it also does is it resets the butler cycle, as we're going to see pretty soon. And so, oh no, Epiphany does miss the second mirror room double. It's not a huge time loss, but it does add up, especially in Fire Split, which is a very it's an RNG endurance. Especially with this room, sometimes those doubles can be a bit tricky because you can't see the ghosts. Oh, okay, he got it. For a second, I didn't think he got fire save and quit, fire warp as we call it. All right, so you see, Miles did light the candles for on this butler. That's just what we call butler cycle. If you reset the butler cycle and you get good candles in the fortune teller's room, you can get the butler near the end of the hallway, and that saves time the closer he is to the end. And then what we do is we go to laundry room and we clear it. It is an optional room. However, we need a certain amount of boos by the end of the game, so we want the boo in this room. And so we clear it while the butler's trying to walk or run over to his room, to waste no time at all clearing this room. And what Miles also went for is something we call hat skip, but he got it actually. What hat skip does is it skips the animation of the chest spawning, and it's a very tight window actually. It's a few frames about, and what we want to do is we want to collect it as soon as the chest cutscene starts. And it looked like he actually didn't get it, but he did. He got it, I believe, probably on the first frame you can do it, which is very impressive actually. Oh, what is that? The third mushroom for Miles? That's unfortunate, but thankfully it didn't really mess up too much for him. Ooh, Epiphany doesn't get hat skip, but that's okay. It doesn't waste too much time, honestly. But if you really want gold to split, then you do need it. All right, so Epiphany was kind of close to Butler despawning. However, he did a good job. He stunned him and then he scanned the mouse hole to go into hidden room. As we saw with Miles, hidden room you have to burn a bunch of ghosts and go for a pretty risky quad, which is very unfortunate if you miss it because missing it will lose a lot of time. So it is one of the more difficult rooms in the game. Excuse me. However, it saves a lot of time if you do it right, and it's an optional room. However, much like laundry room, we need the boo in there. So that's the only reason we clear it. If there was a way to skip it, and it would be time-wise, we would. However, we most likely can't. Epiphany is going for the safe quad. However, he does miss one of the punchers. So as you can see, missing the quad does waste a good amount of time. Ooh, this is not looking good, honestly. I really hope he doesn't die. I have died in this room before, or I at least have come very close. I think within 4 HP. And one thing to note about English, the English version at least, in the Hidden Mansion you take double damage in Japanese version, you don't. Which is another reason why a lot of people run on Japanese. They can do a lot of these hard tricks that require some taking some damage without having to worry about their health. I guess it's true what they say, English is bad for your health. Alright, so Miles did just clear Melody's room. Very cleanly actually. She'll give two types of song, and you have two songs. Either the water theme from Super Mario Bros. 1 or the athletic theme from Super Mario Bros. 3. It's all RNG. The water theme is very slightly faster because of the water theme has one less text box afterward, but that's really it. There's really nothing to reset to. It's RNG and it doesn't really matter. It's kind of like just do you vacuum or knock on the toilet. Alright, let's see what Epiphany gets. I don't remember what Miles got, but Epiphany, he'll either get water or SMV3. I kind of hope he gets water, man. He's gonna need some good RNG. He's kind of had some bad RNG throughout the run. So let's hear Miles just did kitchen, and alright, Epiphany did get Super Mario Bros. 3, unfortunately. Fun fact, on English, there is no time difference between the two songs because the text boxes are you have the same amount of text boxes for both songs. Alright, so now we see Miles just doing spooky. It's this dog in the courtyard, and what we want to do is we want him to charge twice and then bite us once in order to speed up the spawning of Mr. Bones, that skeleton ghost they captured real fast. And that way then Spooky can then show his heart. And then we can just suck him up and proceed with the game into the graveyard. And where Miles did just get a very nice double with the skeletons. And so we just clear those 3 skeletons and proceed with the next area boss, Bogmire. A boss that is very notorious for being one of the hardest, if not the hardest, ghost to one cycle. Epiphany is having some trouble in kitchen. He got hit by one of the pots and pans. I personally blame his low health because if you have 30 health or under, Luigi will not stand up straight, and that will hinder your vacuum. You'll vacuum more downwards, so he wasn't able to actually suck up the pan as he was sucking up the ghost. Alright, so let's see if ElectricMiles will get the 1 cycle. He might break off. Oh no! He broke off at 1 HP. But he got a pretty good second Bogmire spawn, so there's not much to complain about that, honestly. Although losing him at 1 HP is very sad to see. Alright, Epiphany is on his way, but he's doing spooky right now. I don't know. Yeah, he has enough health for the spooky to bite him. I personally think Epiphany should go for the graveyard heart, but that's just my professional opinion. And the thing is, I'm not professional yet. Okay, so he's at 16 health. No, not 16, 12. Let's hear it. Will he get the skeleton double? Yes, he gets a very nice and clean skeleton double. Alright, so he's not going to collect health, because I guess there's no need to. It is hard to die in the Bogmire battle, however, it is possible. He could just drag you into the Shadow Ghosts. And then just ruin your run and your health. And so there is a high chance that Epiphany could die. And I really hope he doesn't. That's, I could say, the nail in the coffin for this run. But Oh, it looks like ElectricMiles did unlock Satan mode again, once again in this game. Alright, Epiphany, you got this. Come on, man. You can do it. Good control, good control. Oh, okay, he broke off at 10. Ooh, a fantastic second Bogmar spawn, though. That was actually a very... That wasn't a bad Bogmire, honestly. It is pretty common to two-cycle him, and honestly, Epiphany did pretty good on that. Oh, what's happening with on ElectricMiles' screen? Got Luigi getting eaten by a lion, and we got Mario. Mario is in a painting, not Wario. I'm very sorry, Wario. This is odd. I was told Wario would be in this game, but nope, just Mario. Just red Wario. Alright, so yeah, that's the premise of this game. Mario's in a painting and Luigi must save him instead of just, you know, leaving and becoming the main Super Mario Bro. Become Luigi Mario. We don't have to rely on Mario anymore. Alright, so with Epiphany done, he is now entering the coveted Area 2 cutscene. Much like the Area 3 cutscene, just a little shorter. Alright, so this room Miles is in is Biff's room. Completely optional, however this key is also very optional, but is really needed. It saves a lot of time if we get that. It's an optional key, but it opens a certain door that we will see him exit. That saves a lot of time. So it's just very efficient. It's a no-brainer to just get the key. And we're also seeing him in Tea Room. Oh, that dish almost hit him in the face. So yeah, Tea Room. We get our last elemental medallion, Ice. And then Egad calls us and tells us all about its amazing properties and amazing ways to cool down a bath because for some reason we want to do that. Also, we can do a tech skip in here, however, it is kind of hard to set up. Not insanely hard, but it's hard enough to discourage some runners from doing it unless you actually need it to get a very respectable time. Probably sub-hour, or probably 58 pace, honestly. 58 or 57 runners, you generally start to do it. Alright, so Miles is doing Nana first. We usually do a different room before this one, but there's really no time difference. We mainly do it for precaution, but you know, ElectricMiles likes to live on the edge. I don't think the boo. Oh, the boo is in there, switching there. Nice. That was a very nice switch. All right, so Nana Boo right here is everyone hates it. Very notorious for actually leaving, and if he leaves downward, then that loses a lot of time. All right, so Epiphany just got Biff's key and is now going to Tea Room, while ElectricMiles is being a peeping Tom and freezing the bath. Just like Egad said, his prophecy came true, and we are manifesting it right now in the second floor bathroom. Epiphany is having a little trouble with the ceiling mechanics. Yeah, these grabbers can be annoying, honestly. Oh, Satan mode reenacted on ElectricMiles' screen. This is amazing. We need a new category, Satan mode. You can't see anything. Alright, so Astro Hall. is a slightly difficult room. You have 2 doubles and a triple that you can set up in this room. And it is actually kind of crucial if you get this. It saves a lot of time if you get the doubles and the triple. And the triple saves time if you do it a certain way. Looks like Miles is going for a much safer approach. It is difficult to set up, honestly, and it can lose a good amount of time if you miss it, depending on how you miss it. So a lot of people will opt for the for a single and a double instead of a triple. Because the triple will only save maybe at most a second if you get it optimally. But it never hurts to actually go for it. Especially since it's usually faster than a double and a single. Oh no, okay, Epiphany, it did mess up Nana balls. So you have to shoot the yarn balls at Nana. And unfortunately, if you don't hit her with one of them, she will despawn. Epiphany missing it again, unfortunately. While ElectricMiles is trying to blow up the moon, even though it's against most governments. So he might be wanted for 3 counts of galactic arson in China. Alright, Epiphany got kind of a strange suck up on Nana, but nonetheless, he got the 1 cycle, so there's nothing really to complain about, honestly. Alright, so committing galactic space arson does get you Mario's star. For some reason, Mario became a pirate and decided to bury his treasure in the moon. And so instead of digging a hole like a normal person, Luigi decides to just get rid of the entire moon to get the treasure.
Mario.
Alright, so with that, ElectricMiles has everything he needs from the 2nd floor, and is now going to polish off the 1st and 2nd areas with these 2 locked doors that were never entered beforehand. And as you saw, he entered the Area 2 hallway from the stairs through that door. That door was locked, and that was only opened through Biff's key. And so we have to enter that stairwell several times throughout the run. So getting that key does save a lot of time. Oh, Epiphany almost missed that double. I feel like that Shy Guy was about to despawn. But nonetheless, he got it, so kudos to him. Is he going for the... No, he actually got... Oh no! The red Shy Guy just decided to... Epiphany was actually... Oh, and he does it again! This red Shy Guy's gotta go. And the grabber is preventing that. Honestly, I just burn him, man. Kill him with fire! Alright, he got control of the situation. But as you can see, this is one of the ways that missing the triple can lose a good amount of time. You'll either get hit, or they'll despawn, or the grabber will grab you, and then both the Shy Guys will despawn, and they'll be really far apart. Alright, so ElectricMiles, he did Projection Room, and I'll explain about Projection Room when Epiphany gets there, because I did unfortunately miss it. But he save warped over to the Area 1 hallway and is now finishing up there. He's collecting the booze and also doing this room right here, Twins Room, to get another one of Mario's items. They are the gatekeepers to Mario's beloved shoe. And like any rational person, when you're a ghost and you're faced with a green hat, with a green wearing plumber, you're going to want to play hide and seek with him. Oh! Epiphany tried for the 360 moonshot. He got really close, actually. Kudos to him for actually going for it. Is that? Oh, I thought that would work, actually. The moon's hitbox does extend slightly to the left. So if it looks like you missed, sometimes you can actually hit it. Oh. That might hit. Alright, so while Epiphany is trying to recover Mario's treasure, he finally does recover it. Miles defeated the twins, so you have to find them both and then just suck them up. Their names are Henry and Orville, and fun fact, Henry is named after Henry Ford and is driving a car, while Orville is named after one of the Wright brothers, is flying a plane. So fun fact about that, a little historical remnants in this game. Alright, so good read by ElectricMiles. Epiphany does collect Mario Star and is ready to go to Projection Room. Excuse me. Alright, in Lydia's room here with Miles, there's a tech skip that you can do here, so you pull off the bed sheet partially, and then you search for the Boo. I believe he's in the... No, he's in the right. He's in the wardrobe right there. The dresser. Oh, Satan mode reactivated, everybody. Alright, so with the sounds that you heard, let me help you visualize it. Imagine the bed with the bed sheet partially off. He sucked up the Boo, and then he sucked up the bed sheet, and it came right off. And then he mirror warped with that, I guess, mirror wardrobe. I don't know what that's called, actually. So there's a great picture that you can see here. In Projection Room with Epiphany, it's another one of those gimmicks. Much like with Mirror Room, you can only see these ghosts through the shadows that the projection shows, or the projection, the projector screen shows. However, we don't care about that. We just know where they spawn, and we set up a double and a triple in this room. And in there we get Mario's glove. Miles is... Miles is back. Alright, another thing that you can do here is projection save warp. So you suck up the Boo and you collect the glove at the same time, then you save and quit over to the Area 1 hallway. That's what ElectricMiles did, actually. So he had to collect fire over in Neville's room. Alright, so with... okay. He's putting on a PowerPoint for us. Where he is right now, where ElectricMiles is, he's in Clairvoya, and Clairvoya is everyone's least favorite place to be because some people have gotten carpal tunnel or some form of tendinitis in that room because there's just so much mashing. You have to press A and B so much. It's about a minute and a half of just straight mashing through text. Alright. He has just finished Clairvoya, while Epiphany is in Twins' room. He did get worse RNG from the Boo, but that's okay. It doesn't lose that much time, honestly. Alright, Epiphany's actually on low health right now, so I really hope he's gonna be okay. Alright, so Miles is ready to go up to the 3rd floor. He has everything that he needs from the 1st and 2nd floors. And so all that's left in the mansion is the 3rd floor and the basement, which we will see in Area 4, with the exception of 2 rooms in the attic. Oh no, oh my goodness. Epiphany, please, you madman. This man is living on the edge, boys. Oh, he wants that heart. I know he does. Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, Epiphany died. I don't know what he's gonna do. He got the save and... Oh wait! Wait, he got projection save warp! Okay, this is okay. This is okay. He actually didn't lose too much from this. Maybe about 2 minutes, I think. Oh, Miles actually got really white. Safari double. He lost only about, I think, 2 minutes from that, which is it's not ideal, but given the situation, It's it's the best case scenario, honestly. I would honestly go to Chauncey's room and get that large heart before going through anything else. The large heart in Chauncey's room is about is actually 50 HP. So that's really like that's imperative in some cases, and I think Epiphany should probably go for that. Alright, so ElectricMiles cleared Safari room. You saw that that really wide double he got between a garbage can ghost and a new ghost that we're seeing, a blue twirler. And so he got that very nice double there. He then just cleaned up the last garbage can ghost and found the boo, and he is now in the Area 3 boss, Boolossus. Arguably everyone's least favorite boss. Just because if you like RNG, you're gonna love this boss. However, no one likes RNG, so no one loves this boss. It's combining boo movement RNG and a lot of skill, especially if you need to improvise. Unfortunately, Epiphany did die. Please, Epiphany, go get Chauncey's heart right now, please. I don't want to see 3 deaths, man. All right, so on Miles' screen. Oh, he got a 1 cycle. So the way you deal with Boolossus is you vacuum backwards and then shoot an ice shot to freeze as many boos as you can in a straight line. And so sometimes you can get 7 boos, you can get all 15. It really just depends on how good your ice shot is, and it's a very specific angle, to be honest. But if you get 10 or so, you can definitely spray the others with ice to get the rest of them and get a nice 1 cycle. Epiphany, please. Please, man. I don't want you to die again. Search some of the furniture or something. Get some health, man. I don't want the twins to kill you again. Alright, so with Miles done with Boolossus, he's now in the Area 3. Cuts. Oh no. Epiphany got run over by a car. Epiphany here is being a beast right now. He's being a man. He's rolling with it. This man is made of sheer determination. Wait, Epiphany, no, no. I get the reasoning, man, but reason with me here. Get Chauncey's heart, man. Get the big heart in Chauncey's room. I don't think he's gonna do it, guys. I think he's gonna do it until he teaches these twins a lesson. He's made of sheer will and determination and eats nothing but straight protein powder out of the container. He knows no pain. He has just now taken 2 shots of espresso and he is ready to fight God or die trying. So, while Epiphany is fighting God right now, ElectricMiles is starting what's called the blackout. And we skipped most of it. Epiphany here just won the fight against the twins. My man, he was determined. And the last thing we want to see is this boo to ruin it. Alright, so ElectricMiles is in the blackout. The gimmick here is that the entire mansion is now dark again. And new ghosts are actually spawning. Or new waves of ghosts in all the rooms. We skip all that. We go straight to where we need to go, which is the wardrobe room from Area 1. to collect a special ghost, Uncle Grimly. We also, some people call him Uncle RNG. Epiphany, you best suck that up right now. Sir, 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 no! Epiphany, please. Alright, so, Uncle Grimly here. He'll show his heart at a random time. No rhyme, no reason. Miles here just got about a 1 second Grimly, which is very good. You can only, the only thing you can get better than that is Instagram, which is where he shows his heart as soon as you walk into the room. Excuse me. The longest recorded time of that is 48 seconds by the one and only HT Delta. And yeah, Uncle Grimly can just ruin a run. Hey, are you 20 seconds ahead of your PB? Sorry, I'm gonna give you a 50-second Grimly. You'll have to bring that back now. Thank you. Alright, from Epiphany's will and determination, he is now going to Clairvoyant and is now mashing like a beast. And with English text, he does have to mash a bit longer. But you know, that's okay. That's okay. I personally think English is the superior version, just because that's the one I own right now. Alright, ElectricMiles does get a nice seller double. That double is actually deceptively difficult, so only really good runners will actually go for that. Or at least those who don't want their run to die in the cellar. Another thing that I actually missed to talk about in Breaker Room. So after you clear Uncle Grimly, you get the key to the Breaker Room, and then you just switch on the Breaker. In that room there is a Breaker Boo. He has 200 HP, and it is possible to one-cycle him. And it's really difficult. Only probably 58 or higher players will actually go for that, and even then there's no guarantee. There are two methods to do it, wall strat and drag strat. They're neither are faster, it's just which do you think is easier for you. ElectricMiles has actually gotten it, and does do it in runs, however I think he's just playing it safe, which I commend him for, honestly, because that guy will leave on a whim whenever he wants. Alright, after a furious mashing match, Epiphany has gotten Clairvoyant and is now basically almost ready to go and face the third floor. Wait, did he? No, Epiphany's got all the boos so far. Excuse me. I don't even think I actually talked about R pumping yet. So throughout the run, you actually saw these guys like do some strange things with the vacuum while they're capturing a boo. What happens is you hold L and R at the same time, and every 10 health that you're taking from the boo, you want to like release and instantly press back the R trigger, and we call that R pumping. It's a very nice way to keep a boo in place and basically not have to deal with him moving all around. And however, we can only do it 15 times because in the game the boo is only able to cackle 15 times before he leaves the room, no matter what. So the highest health boos we can do is 150 HP. However, with Breaker Boo, he has 200, so that's why we do these certain strats like drag strat or wall strat to actually one-cycle him. So we can one-cycle 200 HP boos, but it's much harder. And as we saw on ElectricMiles' screen, we actually saw another cool trick. It's called Soldier Double. In the Clockworks room, we had the Clockwork Soldiers that he dealt with. And you can set up a double with 2 of them. Of course, there's the Clockworks Triple, however, it's not RTA viable since it's incredibly difficult. Epiphany here also just doesn't like to collect hearts. He's a real man. But yeah, ElectricMiles got a very nice clean soldier double, so that will save about at most 8 or 10 seconds. Although I'm not completely sure on that. Alright, Epiphany had a so Epiphany had a good safari room and is now heading to Colossus. ElectricMiles is an armory. Not a very hard room, but one that can go if it goes wrong, it can go incredibly wrong. You can lose a lot of time if you just don't do it properly or miss one of the tricks in this room, such as this triple right here. If you miss that, you can lose a lot of time and health. Excuse me. He did pretty well. You don't have to burn the garbage ghost like you saw, but that's just that can happen. Sometimes your spray of fire when burning the gold ghost will spread over to the garbage can ghost, but that's okay. It doesn't lose too much time. We also see here an instance of a 150 HP boo, which is the max that we can do with general R pumping. And ElectricMiles gets it very nice and very nice. And Epiphany here is going, had a little trouble with Colossus, but I think he's fine. Let's see how his ice shot fares. He did a last second readjustment, then just demolished the boos. Unfortunately, he couldn't get a one cycle because they just ran away from his ice spray. That's the, so a fun fact about Colossus. The reason some people hold off, or really a lot of people hold off on sucking up all the frozen boos and spraying the rest is because the boos only move on through cycles of aggressiveness depending on how many boos are still there. And oh, Epiphany died again because the boo just decided to ram his face into Luigi's head and end his day. Well, that's okay, that's okay. So anyway, yeah, so if you don't suck them up and there's frozen, they won't they won't become more aggressive. So that's why a lot of people do hold off on that until they absolutely do need to suck them up. Then they have to act very quickly to freeze the rest. With ElectricMiles, we saw that he went through pipe room, and you don't need to clear it, and there's no reason to clear it because the boo in there has really high health, and that just loses time really. So we just collect the key in there, ignore everything else, and go straight to Weston. Weston, as you saw, the floor is ice, making him one of the hardest, if not the hardest. He's in contest with Bogmire in being the hardest to one cycle. And so, yeah, ElectricMiles did very well. He got the one cycle very nice and clean. And now he's collecting Weston Boo, another 150 HP Boo. But, he got it very nice and cleanly. Kudos to him. Very nice job. He is ready to face Van Gore, the second to last room in the game, and gives the key to the final boss. And in there is the last boo that we'll also collect, who has 300 HP. But of course, before facing him, he does want to grab some fire because it does make one part of the room, Van Gore's room, to be a bit faster. Excuse me. Yeah, Miles is saying that this was a pretty good area 4. I do agree. It was very nice. Very few mistakes that lost barely any time. Clockworks was good. Roof was good. Armory was really the only sketch thing, but other than that, it was fantastic. Once again, Miles is unlocking Satan mode for this for Van Gore. he wants to add a little spice to the race. So Van Gogh here, let me help you visualize. So with these paintings that have there are paintings of the ghosts, they'll spawn three of each ghost, and so what we want to do is just do 3 triples, and they spawn relatively close together, so it's not very hard. You don't need to set them up. You can go for them instantly. However, there are 2 triples that are notoriously hard. The first one right here, grabber triple. They have a slim hitbox that bobs up and down with their movement. Miles getting it very nice and cleanly, so great job. This next one is not Shy Guys, it's the one right after. Because these guys you can freeze into place basically by just sucking their mask off. It's the Garbage Can Ghost right here. They're so big that they're very far apart, so it is a little hard to stun them all. Miles is opting to try to set up a double, however he misses it, unfortunately, so he'll have to opt for 3 singles. But that's okay. And there we have the 4th poison mushroom to spawn. But who's counting? So after that, we saw that he burned the last triple, which is much faster. And now he can suck up Van Gogh and get ready to move on. He just needs one more thing before facing the final boss, and that is the Boo. Van Gogh Boo has 300 HP. Epiphany here, he wants some extra money. He's Poe, so he wants to get some money. He's once again talking to Clairvoyant, but ElectricMiles here, he wants to 2-cycle this Boo. There's no way to 1-cycle him, unfortunately. He got him down to 137, so that's really good for a first cycle. So he should get a pretty good 2-cycle. He's a little high up, but you can drag him down by moving backwards or away from the Boo and pressing up on the C stick to drag him down. Oh, he left it too. That sucks. Yeah, when they double cackle, that just takes away time to actually suck them up. Or cackles, I should say, so you can't R-pump as much. And ElectricMiles he does one last save and quit and is ready to face the final boss, King Boo. Epiphany here just fought Clairvoyant a second time because he thought that Clairvoyant needed to be punished once again. Clairvoyant was not punished enough for their war crimes, so he decided to do something about it. I personally think that Epiphany is going for a technical run of dead percent. So dead percent is where you can't collect any hearts and you have to go through the game at 1 HP. So you basically can't get hit. I think that's what he's practicing for right now. Because honestly, it's impressive that he's actually going. He went very far, not taking any damage. I mean, 6 health says that you can take some damage, but honestly, in English you can't take any damage. Epiphany almost got blown up there, actually. Alright, so ElectricMiles, I think he's set to get a 59 3x maybe? 2 or 3x. Which is actually a very good time. So here, Epiphany going through Safari, doing a pretty good job. While Miles just got sucked into a painting with Mario, and is now in the fiery depths, where King Boo lies there, and he has a great time. Epiphany, how's it going, man?
Ah, it's going pretty good, actually.
Dude, did you like... I think you took 2 shots of espresso, and you just decided to fight God or die trying.
No, I was in a position, I'm like, I'm either gonna fight God or become him. I feel that becoming him pretty significantly.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna quickly end my stream here. There we go.
Okay. I'll put you down for a forfeit, unfortunately. But that was, dude, you were
Honestly,
really.
if I beat Blue Losses that second time there, I would have finished the run. But as soon as it expired, I'm just like, I got enough.
Yeah. I was really sad when that happened because I thought you were going really far without collecting any hearts.
Dude, I was impressed. When I made it to Blue Losses, I'm like, am I really about to beat Blue Losses on 6 health all the way from Twins?
That would have been crazy. I was really rooting for you, man. And I was so sad when that boo just decided to, hit you with his face.
Yeah, I wanted to try it again, and then I got ground pounded by the freaking blue twirler.
Yeah.
I almost evaded it, but literally in the last frame of it existing, the garbage ghost brought me into it.
They say that the hitbox for the blue twirler still stands there today in Joven's world record run. So yeah, that was honestly, your run was very exciting.
Honestly, when I died, I had the option of forfeiting or just keep screwing around, and I'm just like, I'm gonna choose the screw around part. It'll make things funny.
I appreciate you screwing around, honestly. That was honestly a joy to watch. You
The
were.
reason why I didn't go for twins again is because Miles was entering into King Boo, so I'm like, there's no point.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll let Miles finish this run and not have to suffer any longer.
Yo, Miles, what's up?
Hello.
How's it going, Miles?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great.
That was a pretty good run you got, Miles. You almost got 59.
It's funny, like 59's kind of the status quo, so I'm kind of upset that didn't end as a 59, but
Hey,
actually,
it was good consistency.
You got Afroman's old PB.
Yeah, the fact that I can sit here and constantly get within like the 10 seconds on every turning race until I messed up 2 cycle, because that was going to be a 59:30, which again, all my runs during the tourney have been within 10 seconds of each other. That's consistency in action right there, which I'm very happy with.
That's very nice consistency.
I almost brought that run back too. That area 4 was crazy. Until I choked it at the end.
Hey, don't count me out. I had the best possible time of possibly a 1:16,
Let's go!
Almost popped someone on the 100% leaderboard.
Hey, I still think that you are made of pure determination and protein powder, man.
Or just pure stubbornness.
Either one, it works.
But I respect the hustle to just power through.
The first death is like, I kind of cared at the same time I didn't. And so I'm just like, I'll just redo this. I died again, and I'm like, I'll redo this. Died again. What's funny is the second one is just like, how close can I get to the bomb without dying? I was kind of testing the waters and everything. That third one, I did not mean to die at all. He genuinely ran me over.
Yeah.
When he actually did that, I was just like, ow, that kind of hurt a little. I'm actually trying now.
I guess you could say that was the nail in the coffin.
Oof.
Yeah.
A new meaning to getting thrown under the bus.
I think my mashing's improved now after doing over 3 minutes of it.
Oh yeah, 3 minutes of mashing right there. Your hand muscles are bulging.
Definitely not playing any video games tonight.
I'll invite you to play video games. That way I'll know I'll win.
Oh, fair enough. It's like, this guy's got carpal tunnel. I'll win.
Yeah, this
the arthritis in 30, 40 years.
Sir, why do you have arthritis? I played Luigi's Mansion for 8 years.
How long have I been playing, Jesus?
I've been playing for about 6 years now.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at with speedrunning the game. Took a huge break for 2 years, but still at 6 years. Wow.
Dang, that's a long time actually.
I just did like 2 runs a year. Until like this year where I'm just like, I'll play a little more.
But you got the 104.
I'm not gonna lie, I came into this, like, if I was out of area 1 on low percent, I would have just done a low percent run.
That would be a good meme.
I would have just done a low percent run at that point.
Honestly, I think you create a greater meme of just continuing.
I'm just continuing constant.
Never give up. Never give up.
Yeah. Only reason why I gave up is because I was still like a solid like 20 minutes from finishing. So I'm like, we're gonna be past the episode, way past if I continue this.
Oh yeah.
I am the reason why they should extend the Luigi's Mansion episodes.
We're gonna need a 3-hour slot, please.
Why? Epiphany's racing today. Oh, okay. Yeah, the thing is, coming into this race, I knew I was gonna lose, so I wasn't too hurt. I was significantly far behind after Bogmire, so I was in a position. I'm just like, what'll happen now? So I just started screwing around, not caring at all. You know, I wasn't the little bit upset at that, like missing 4 moonshots, missing the triple, and getting hit like 3 times. I was just chilling that entire time.
You almost got a 360 moonshot, actually.
I know. I wanted to go for it. I thought about it for a second. I lined up in Rachel shot. I'm like, I'll go for a 360, and I missed it. And I'm just like, all right, well, I'm just gonna try to shoot it randomly and hope for the best. I wasn't lining up or anything.
YOLO
Like,
moonshot.
if I hit it, I hit it.
YOLO moonshots look really sick when they work. They are.
Oh yeah.
So unreliable.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever gotten a YOLO moonshot, so I need to go for that more often. Do a 360, make people proud.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm in a position at this game now. Like, I'm tired of it. Like, controlling my emotions, controlling my life, making me angry, making me not want to play video games at all anymore. I'm just like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm just gonna have fun, and that's what I did today.
That's the whole point of playing video games, man. So kudos to you for that.
Yeah, it's just like, just don't get salty at video games. Honestly, it ruins the game and it ruins your experience with the game. If you just enjoy the game, sit down, play it, you're going to have hardships in it, but just pick yourself back up and keep going. Otherwise, you're just going to hate yourself, hate the game, and just hate gaming eventually.
Exactly.
I usually know when to walk away, but the problem is I come crawling back.
Yes. Yes.
Like, all right, I'm clearly not having fun, so I'm going to stop. But then the next day I come right back. It's like, yeah, I'm still ready to get tortured. It's all right, everybody. We're here to have fun.
I'm not gonna lie. Crazy, when you mentioned that dead percent, I almost went into the training room to get dragged around for 5 health. I'm just like, oh, that's a good idea.
If you had done that, that would have been the highlight of this tournament.
Honestly, it's just like, have fun. Honestly, like, I knew Miles was gonna win, so there's no point in me trying my heart out. Like, after Area 1 and how badly that went, and I'm just like, I give up. I'm like, I'm just gonna have fun with this, just screw around, you know.
Yeah, man. Just have fun with it, man.
There's a lot of people watching, so I'm just like, there's like 60 people watching, so I'm like, I'll throw on a show for these 60 people.
And a show you did show, that was something I loved. I loved it, honestly. I think everyone else did. You really gave us a slice of something different, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, my buddy's over right now, so he's kind of watching me. And when he died the first time, me and him were both just like, "Oh, how's Crazy 8 gonna react?" Like, I was more excited to hear your reaction.
I tried to be funny, especially with Miles's Satan mode in Luigi's Mansion.
Oh my god, my internet today was not a fan of me right now. I was averaging like 200 kilobits per second. It was wonderful.
Oh man, I've never seen bit rates like that except when my internet's actually dead.
Yeah, well, my internet died a couple times. It kept hitting 0. It's like, are you kidding me right now? I'm in the middle of a race here.
You know what,
another
Miles?
time to...
God bless the fact that you realized that you have bad internet and threw on dynamic bit rates.
Oh, it's a game changer. It's much more entertaining than slideshows.
That's for sure.
Maybe just a little bit.
Satan mode.
I love the names people have been coming up with it. My personal favorite is Pixel
man.
Vomit.
Pixel Vomit.
Well, we have, what was it, Picasso painting. It at least makes it look somewhat funny and interesting instead of just boom, 1 frame, another frame 5 seconds later. So yeah, no, I need that dynamic bitrate because my internet will just be like, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna work today. It's annoying.
Yeah,
what we roll with.
Thankfully for me, you guys got to see my absolutely atrocious gameplay on a 1080p.
I wish I could stream at 1080p.
Yeah, no, it's just this was fun. I actually really enjoyed playing the game, even though I died. I think was it 6 times I died, or is it 7?
Speaking of bad internet, my internet died.
Oh, yeah. No, I was
Yay.
just thinking, did I get 6 or 7 deaths? Crazy 8.
I lost count, man. I don't know.
Let's count.
It was easier to count the poison mushrooms Miles was getting here
Oh,
than
don't
your
even
death.
get me started on.
Okay, can we talk about how many times I did twins and not a single poison mushroom that entire run? Miles actually did a full run and got 4.
Yep, I did get 4. They stopped appearing finally, but my goodness, it just kept coming. And that's a typical Miles moment though.
Oh man, you hate to see stuff like that.
Don't. I would say play PAL because it's fun, but don't play PAL because you'll be cursed for life. They
Is
follow
that what
you.
happened?
Yeah, you the poison mushrooms will follow you for life.
Oh jeez.
I can't avoid them. Also, playing Hundo does that a lot.
Yeah, fair enough. Also, Crazy 8, you gave me a great idea on my next run that I'm gonna try out. It's gonna be dead %.
Good
Dude,
luck.
if you do that, then I'll do a run of dead % as well.
Oh, seriously?
Seriously, if you do that, I'll do it with you.
Oh, dead % race?
Dead % race, let's do it.
All right, just let me know. I got some practice in.
Yeah,
Oh,
good luck.
true
I don't feel like torturing myself.
You sure you don't want in?
Look,
Come
I
on,
played max
Miles.
3%. That's enough torture.
We could use a third. You know, the more the merrier.
Yeah.
All right, you should probably send this off now.
Okay, yeah. GG's to you both. Fantastic race that we had here. Thank you all very much for just racing, guys. It was great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, I had a blast.
As did I.
Well,
Alright.
Miles, good luck. Who are you facing? Are you facing Red next?
I think I'm against Flauk next.
Let's see
No,
here.
double check that. Or I think. Wait, no. I think that's a. I'm going ahead.
You're gonna go hit
I'm going against
probably Philly next.
whoever wins. Philly and Afro Man.
Yep.
I'm gonna round ahead. We're just assuming I'm gonna win that match, and I know that's gonna bite me in the butt.
You're gonna win it, man. Then you're gonna go against Flauk, and then you're gonna go against maybe Lando, and then Glitch PhD, and then eventually you're gonna fight either Joven or HD, and then you're gonna win the entire match. I know you can do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
I'm
just
not-
gonna forget
if
about
I-
Pablo?
if I win again, if I end up against Lando, I'm not beating him. I've tried for years. I can't beat him.
Beats Lando has to go against Pablo. Well, this is it. Then Miles just pulls it out of his rear and just gets a freaking 56.
Yeah, man.
I wish. Nope. I get consistent 59s. That's how I'm getting. That's how I'm rolling. If I 2-cycle King Boo, that is.
Yeah, you gotta get there first.
I have most of the time. That one, I got robbed most of this run. That
You know what, to be
Bogmire,
fair-
that King Boo.
Based on my last 2 races, I still have to get to King Boo.
You can do it, man. I believe in you.
Kind of a rough time.
Now I gotta get past Boo losses. Never mind, I haven't even done that yet. I've gotten to him.
To start.
That's a start. You can do it.
Hey, all good things start somewhere.
Yeah.
Journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, as they say. Perhaps.
That's a heck of a travel.
Indeed.
All right, yeah, let's send this off now because
Yeah,
we're
all right.
12 minutes past.
All right. Yeah. So thank you all very much for watching. Please follow these guys, ElectricMiles and Epiphany. I hope you all enjoyed this race. I know I have. And we hope to see you in the next Luigi's Mansion race. All right. See you, everybody.
Peace.
Yeah.